Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. The computer's about to be out the window, and we're here with episode number 32, I believe, of our Pokemon X playthrough here on the channel. Second time trying to record this episode as well. I've been running into that problem apparently quite a bit lately. I don't know why the computer is choosing to simply shut itself down. Not shut itself down. It's choosing to randomly restart a lot lately. I'm going to probably have to get it looked at. I have no clue what it's doing. I was halfway through this episode that you're seeing now when it decided to do it. Of course, I have to start over. No big deal, I suppose. Nothing really major happened. But I will say this. If it ever happens that I'm recording an episode, we lose a Pokemon, and the computer restarts, I am not counting that Pokemon as lost. You know, some people would be like, since it already happened, it should count. But I'm like, okay, if the computer is going to choose to erase that, we're gonna consider that a let's call it like a final destination premonition, where we see what could have happened to lose a Pokemon. We'll know how to avoid it next time, or maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be an unavoidable thing where we lose anyone or someone anyway. Well, that being said, we're here in Shalour City. We made it here in the last episode. Got through Reflecting Cave. And our team did manage to hit certain levels to bring back a couple of Pokemon from our PC from past adventures. So we have some backtracking to do. There's some TMs I got to pick up. There are some trainers we still got to take on. But let's see who we're going to use to take them on. In fact, we have to do this again, switch these Pokemon around. We are going to check out the city, but I think we're going to check out the Shalour City probably in the next episode based on how much time this is going to take here as far as backtracking. Okay, so speaking of backtracking, I'm going to take you all the way back to Safari Zone in Kanto. That's where Dratini here hails from. At level 37, he has the Shed Skin ability, possibly curing status conditions. He has a serious nature, and he's traveled across both space and time to be here with us today. He has Dragon Rush, Iron Tail, Aqua Tail, and Thunder Wave. Next is Cliff the Clefairy from Sinnoh. Caught him back as a little Cleffa back then in Mount Coronet. He has Magic Guard ability, taking damage only from direct attacks. So things like Poison, Burn, Sandstorm, and Hail, that won't affect him. He is a timid little Pokemon at level 37 with Flamethrower, Metronome, Follow Me, and Moonlight. And our two current team members, previous members right now, are Snapper, the Totodile, our starter from Johto. At level 38 with the Torrent ability, he is a mild-natured Totodile. He has Waterfall, Shadow Claw, Ice Beam, and Crunch. And last but not least, our unaware Bibarel Canuck at level 38, hailing from our Sinnoh team. He is a mild Pokemon with Headbutt, Water Gun, Bulldoze, and Yawn. So we're seeing Canuck and Cliff back together again. Cool stuff. Okay, we're not going to deal with Shalour City just yet. There is, of course, like I said, some exploration in the cave that we got to do first. There's a few more trainers. How many more trainers? I think there's only just the one more trainer here. Now, the first order of business is going to be teaching strength to one of our Pokemon. This could be a chance for me to sort the items, let's say. Sort these by number. Alrighty. So initially I taught strength to Cliff. And as I said, so he's got Metronome as part of his moveset. It seems to me that Pokemon X is kind of picking and choosing bad things to happen to me. Like, let's talk about when we lost Jiggy. The game gave us the paralysis on the throw that he was battling, which did give it the guts boost for attack, which was just enough of a boost to take Jiggy out when I wasn't expecting it. So, to that end, I'm expecting if we try to use Metronome, we're going to get Explosion, or Self-Destruct, or Memento, or something like that. So, although Strength would be good for Canuck because it's Stab, I think we're going to currently, temporarily, replace Metronome with Strength. Just to, avoid that potential explosive result. But once we do find a move deleter and a move tutor, I can bring Metronome back. Because Metronome, it kind of hurts me to do this. Metronome is one of my favorite attacks because of just how crazy it can be. And I mean, the odds of getting one of those self-destructing attacks, they're pretty slim, right? Not likely to happen, but still potential. But I still like Metronome, even if you get those explosive, unfortunate results. Alright, so this path is now, opened up. Let's deal with this hiker. Whose shadow stands on the walls of a reflection cave? Tis that of a hiker. Alright, let's see if we can get through this battle. Where did it... I'm trying to think where it restarted us last time. I'm also thinking I may have to only record one episode at a time and then restart the computer myself. See, I'm trying to figure out a correlation to when... Okay, our first Aqua Tail of this recording misses. Hopefully that's the last one. Because we did miss one during this battle. Wasn't like, again, no big deal. Nothing crazy happened. We didn't lose a Pokemon as a result. But I kind of just don't want to miss. I want to get through this as quick as we can. Fortunately, this hiker does have a whole bunch of ground types, or ground or rock types, so Aqua Tail should take them all out nice and handily. But I'm trying to see, like, is it a matter of how long the computer's on that causes these problems, or... That was a critical? That did nothing. Now, it doesn't seem to be... Like, all my moves are not fully accurate. Let's go with Iron Tail, we have more PP on that. Alright, we do land that. Boom. So, the computer can randomly just restart whenever it wants to, apparently. It's, you know, it's not a matter of being on too long or too little. So, I just gotta forge on ahead, and there's no real option to save part of what I'm doing. Well, technically, I guess there is, but that would just get too much work for editing. I'd rather just forge on ahead, get a whole half hour done, hope it doesn't mess up, and then work with that. This battle got... Excuse me. This battle got my clothes in such a disarray. I better use this mirror here to tidy up. Now, we talked to... Did we talk? I don't even know when we talked to her. There's a lady that tells us about the reveal glass. We'll talk again just in case we missed it. What Pokemon comes to mind when you hear the word mirror? For me, it's Bronzor. And I was questioning that as well. I had to think, what do I think of? And for me, I said Magnezone, because playing Pokemon Go... Magnezone can have Mirror Shot as one of its attacks, and I don't often expect that. I remember it, but I'm not usually thinking that it's going to happen, that the opponent has Mirror Shot, because let's say I have my Garchomp out, which double resists electric, and I'm like, oh sweet, this Magnezone, what's it going to do, discharge me? Pfft, whatever, okay. And then they go for the Mirror Shot, which usually lowers my attack stat as well. So, that's the one that comes to mind for me. I'm not going to get confused here. I didn't know how to get that item at first, the first time I came through here, but you just got to go up along this way, pick up Earth Plate, that's right. So that can boost... Actually, something I haven't done yet is give my Pokemon held items. And I'm kind of worried to stop going right now. Like, I somehow feel if I stop and do item stuff, that's going to add more time to the potential computer restart, which... probably is going to happen anytime. But even then, it's like, no, because I'm recording for 25 minutes here. 25 to 30 minutes. So, whatever I do, it's still the same amount of time. So, I've just convinced myself. Let's go ahead and hand over the Earth Plate. Give that to our Bulldozer, Canuck. We don't have any fighting attacks, I don't think. What else do we have? Rocky Helmet. Do we have... flying? I don't think we do. We do have that Everstone. Okay, we have a grass potential. We got psychic. We don't have any psychic attacks, I don't think. What else we got? I think more held items are up here. I gotta sort these again. This is crazy. That also boosts ground. Okay, that boosts rock attacks. That is bug. Do I really have hardly any type boosters? You know what? Okay, let's go to the berries. We got 4 Oran berries. I think we got Citrus Berry as well. So let's hold on to the Citrus Berry just in case. We're gonna give everybody else. No, everybody else. I'm gonna give give Oran Berry. All right, give Oran Berry, just so they have something in case they need some extra HP in a pinch. All right, good stuff. Continuing onward, there is a TM somewhere around here. And you know where it is. Check that reflection. Because it looks like you're here, it's a dead end. What is this? But you can see there's a cave in the reflection, which I think is a really cool thing that they did there. Very nice. So that TM is Gyro Ball, which again, first time I got it, I was thinking, I don't know if that's going to be super useful at this point. We don't have any really slow Pokemon. I mean, maybe Cliff, but he's not physically offensive by any means. Oh, I want to show you something else too. Something that I was about to leave and completely ignore. But I want to ask you folks about this spot. Because until I saw it when we were doing that last episode that got deleted, I don't know if I really recall what this is for, this spot here. This looks like it's important. Does something show up here later? Because I was checking for items and I can't find anything. What is this spot? And I don't mind spoilers. Actually, folks, if you don't want spoilers on a game that's like, several years old, don't read the comments. But if you know what that spot is for, please feel free to let me know. Because I don't know if I've ever done what you need to do there for that. Because that certainly seems like something you would find maybe an item or a special Pokemon at. Wait, would that be where you get Diancie maybe? Because as I said a couple episodes back, Diancie is connected to Carbink in some way. There was a movie, I think, that showed that. And they are the same typing, Rock Fairy, or Fairy Rock, either or. So, maybe that has to do with Diancie. Let me know if you know what that do. Anyways, let's talk to her. As I say, she's going to mention something. There may be more than one example of the revealed glass first found in Unova. That's what the latest research seems to suggest. It's a real breakthrough. Oh, sorry, don't you know? A revealed glass is a mirror that has the ability to transform Landorus, Thundurus, and Tornadus back into their original forms, the Terrian forms. So, is she saying, maybe leading into the future, that there could be a different kind of glass that can change those three into other forms? We haven't seen that happen yet, but that is potential. So this I was confused about, this nice mirror here. I think this is just to show you that there's an item up there if you missed it, but I've already picked it up, so we're all well and good. But by jumping over that ledge, we have now backtracked to near the start of this cave, which is fine. I was going to go this way anyway, because there is, of course, another TM that we got to pick up just outside, and I got to teach somebody how to cut. Now what I'm going to do, as I'm walking, I'll let you know, I'm going to teach Cut to Snapper, our Totodile. I'm going to replace Shadow Claw, which I kind of don't want to do because it's really powerful and it can be pretty reliable. But we do have Shadow Claw as a TM, so once we find a move deleter, I can delete Cut and teach him back Shadow Claw as need be. But since we want to get this other TM, even though, now that I think of it, it's not a super useful TM just yet, I'm still going to pick it up because I'd rather have attack potential, like, options, than to not have options. So the more TMs I get, the better in that sense. So a 70 power attack with a high critical ratio. We are going to forget it for now. As I say, that kind of hurts, but it is necessary to fill up our inventory. So after this, I think that's all. I was healing. I did a quick heal in Geosenge Town, which I don't really need to do. I think we're good HP-wise, so I can just cut back through the cave once again. Although we gotta check this out. This mentions something interesting that I think this generation introduced. Trainer tips. When catching a Pokemon, sometimes the Pokeball you will throw only rocks once. This is called a critical capture, and the more Pokemon you catch, the more likely it will occur. So there is, slim chance you can get a much easier catch, which is good. So this is Rock Polish, sharply boosting the user's speed stat. I don't even think anyone we have right now can learn that, but let's just take a quick look and see. I did not think so. And actually, no one can learn Gyro Ball. I was questioning whether it would be good for Cliff, because he is a slow Pokemon, a Clefairy. But as it turns out, he can't even get that. And it wouldn't have been good for him, because I would think his attack stat is not great. He's more specially offensive. So, either way, 2 TMs we can't even use. There we go. The first, half of this episode? Very well spent. I just said half episode. You know what that means. The computer might crash, and I really hope it doesn't. So, feel free to click the like button, folks. Click it as much as you can. I'm sure that'll encourage the computer not to mess up. Did we bite that girl over there? I think we bought her already. I'm pretty sure we battled her. Because, yeah, I was mentioning how it's cool that the character, I know I've said this before. Normally, you have to meet the trainer's eyes for them to fight you, but you are kind of meeting their eyes because they see your reflection. Alright, and by pushing that strength rock, we are now home free. We're back in Shalour City. Can I check out the entire spot, the entire town, in the last part of this episode? I don't know. Smooth, flat stones reflect light consistently, so you can see the reflections in them. Thank you, Mr. Wizard. Glad to know it. Alright. What do you have to say for yourself? Know how your hair sticks out all over the place when you wake up? Think Mega Evolution is like that? It most likely is. It probably feels like, this weird kind of tingle in the back of your neck, and then boom, you've Mega Evolved. Shalour City, a city of awakening. Alright. Now, let's do a quick heal. Whatever HP we've lost, I might as well get some back. So, the gym battle coming up will be a fun one. I am looking very much forward to destroying Karina. And although my team is currently, decently over-leveled, let's say, I don't mind in the slightest, partly because we have a lot of unevolved Pokemon. But we're going to go to the PC just for a second to set up our next set of returning champions, let's say. We're going to grab this top row of box 2 and put them in basically the ready-to-roll box. So Sailor, our Musharna, is our lowest level at level 40. Once the entire team hits level 40, then we can bring her back. And onward and upward from there, level 41, 43, 43, and a couple of 44s. And look at the power we will be getting before too long. A fully evolved Musharna, another Bibarel, Ninjask, Arbok, Gyarados, Crocodile. We have power on the way, as long as we can hold it together to get to that point. They're very rare, but here in the Kalos region, you can find mysterious stones that are filled with life energy. Really? A shining stone that emitted great warmth was discovered, and then a great tower was built to house and protect the stone. And what do you say, Leafhead Man? I've been playing this totally sweet game recently. You play as some cool little dude who runs around and whacks enemies to the beat of music. That sounds like Kirby, although music doesn't have much to do with it. Who's this guy? Hey! How's it going, friend? There's no hotel in this town. Let me ask you just in case, do you need to hear an explanation about O-Powers? You already told me this last time. Why do you keep... Broken record much. Hey, that's my friend. Let's get started, shall we? It's bonding time. Okay, we got critical power level 1. Neat. Critical power increases the critical hit ratio. You should have kept that Shadow Claw attack so that you could boost that even higher. So use them as often as possible. Well then, I do believe I shall take my leave right about now. Hope to see you around. He should do the little twirl and fly out of there, like an escape rope. And he just burst through the ceiling of the Pokemon Center. That would be sweet. I healed, right? I'm assuming I healed. If I didn't, we'll heal before the gym battle anyway. Alright, but what else is there to see in this town? Maybe, like, say, stones are being found, so maybe we'll get one. There exists an item that can change a Pokemon's ability. Thank you, Gen 6. I love that. Ability Capsule was introduced in this generation. You can swap between the standard abilities of a Pokemon. The hidden ability, not yet. That's not until Gen 8, but you can swap, say, from Guts to No Guard for a Machamp. Well, that's what I heard, but where do I actually find one? That would be the battle, whatever it's called. Oh, what's that you have there? That's a Kalos Pokedex, isn't it? Let me have a look for a moment. In Coastal Kalos, you've seen 61 Pokemon. That is no mean feat there. That is a mean feat. Isn't that a good thing? Anyway, take this in honor of your effort. We got the Idiolite. Do you know what this means? He'll tell us. An Idiolite is quite a handy item. Would you believe what it does? It raises the defense and special defense for a Pokemon holding it, but I'm afraid there's only one catch. It works for Pokemon that can evolve but haven't finished evolving. Mysterious, isn't it? That's what it's gonna do. So we can give it to Snapper, Cliff, or Dratini, and their defenses will boost. I was invited out the other day by a friend who recently joined up with Team Flare. He just kept going on about how only Team Flare had a future to look forward to. That's messed up, I'm gonna say. So immediately, let's go to the items. We gotta get that. And since this next gym is a fighting type gym, I'm thinking Cliff might be one of our main warriors in this upcoming gym battle. He doesn't have a fairy type attack. Can we give him a fairy type attack? Hang on. Do we have any fairy TMs? Just out of curiosity. We got Protect. What else can we give you? Still no one can get False Swipe. Okay. We got Flash, Unwavering Station, blah, blah, blah. No, we don't have any fairy attacks just yet. Okay. If we could find a move tutor, though, we could possibly have taught him something. But let's roll with what we got, I guess. Now, who else is here to talk? Can you give me something? That'd be great. So I know this hiker who really likes Ferris wheels. It looks like he finally found love. That is, I'm thinking, reference to a very unusual scene back in either Black and White or Black 2 White 2. I don't think I ever experienced that scene myself, but I've now seen it through YouTube. In Super Training, you can make your Pokemon strong by having them play sports in a virtual space. Thank you, Gen 6. I love that. so much Gen 6 added was great. So that basically is, say, your vitamins, like protein, calcium. You can custom tailor your Pokemon stats by using some other berries, like, what are they? Pomegg berry, I think, and there's some berries that can lower the effort values you get from, say, if you fight Psyduck, you get like maybe 2 special attack effort values. You only have a certain number of effort values to put into all of your stats. So generally you can max out 2 stats. You can go up to 255 effort values, I think. But so a total of 512, which means 2 stats can get maxed out, a couple extra points afterwards too. But if you want to, like, if you're going through a natural playthrough, you're going to be randomly getting attack, defense, speed, special attack, like kind of spread out. Using certain berries will make your Pokemon happier, but lower those effort values for a certain stat. So if you don't need defense, you can lower their defense down to 0, freeing up those, you know, floating effort values. Use your Super Trainer to put that into attack or speed. They made it really cool to customize your Pokemon's technique, I guess, in this. I'm really sorry, but I'm looking for something, so I guess I can't go up those stairs yet. Okay, then. I see. We're almost at the end of the episode. There's still going to be more town to check out, though, I'm sure. So we might have to wait for the gym battle in the next episode. Even if Pokemon are of the same species, each Pokemon has a different nature and so on. Indeed. Everyone plays differently. So, your Dratini's feelings toward you seem to be neutral. If you can win its friendship, I'll give you something nice. Well, as soon as we bring back a Pokemon from previous injury, I think she might be able to give us something. There's always the Holocaster when you want to check the latest news. Being good or bad at Pokemon battles is just one of many measures of people. I want to show off my awesomeness in eating contests. That is also a measure of people. It's, I believe it's, the waist measurement? Yeah. Something like that. Traditionally, Pokemon battles were a ritual that people and Pokemon used to learn about and accept one another. I see. I always thought that would be interesting. In Gen 7, when you first go for your starter in Alola, they have a scene that almost makes it look like the Pokemon you chose might not choose you to join with. What if someday they did that, where it's like you choose a starter, but then the professor's like, oh, it doesn't seem to like you. Here, have this one instead. That'll be an interesting twist. If you're a trainer, will you show me how you're raising your Pokemon with loving care? Not just yet. I'm a shy trainer. Yeah, we'll go with that. These new ones just joined us. I don't think they're really at the level you want to see yet. As you imitate someone, you'll create your own style. If you want to be strong, it might be a good idea to imitate a strong trainer. Speaking of imitations... Well, one second. Hi! Do you have any flying type or psychic type Pokemon with you? I actually do not. That's too bad. I need a flying or psychic type Pokemon to help me out. Well, maybe once we add someone else, we'll do just that. But imitating. So talking about like cartoon characters, you ever notice that if someone's doing a voice like this for a character, it kind of is easy to imitate that not imitation, but that characterized or stylized voice. But if a character in a cartoon is voiced by someone's natural voice, it's almost impossible to recreate the natural voice. At least from what I've seen. It's interesting. Hey, great big sea, and there's that voice right now. How's your journey going? Hello, Chaz. Let's compare our Coastal Kalos Pokedexes and see who has seen more kinds of Pokemon. To put it another way, I'm challenging you to my own kind of Pokemon battle. So you've seen 61 kinds. I lost. How frustrating. Get this! I found some great Pokemon dancers! Oh yes, I just remembered. The professor told us to say hello to the Mega Evolution Guru when we reach Shalour City. That's right, he did say that. Okay. Who are we supposed to say hello to again? A person called the Mega Evolution Guru. Oh, that's right, he did say that. Well, I guess we should go look for the Mega Evolution Guru then. Where do you think he is anyway? I heard he's in that imposing building deep in the city, the Tower of Mastery. Alright, but for now, I think we're just going to save it on up here, because we're basically at time, so there's still quite a bit to check out. We'll get to that in the next episode, but for now, I want to say thank you folks for watching today's video of Pokemon X. If you enjoyed it, feel free to click the like button down below, and feel free to check out the link in the description to the full playlist. You can also share this video or that playlist with your friends across social media to spread the adventure for more people. And if you want to see some more content from Professor Chaz, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button. Click that bell notification button to get updates when new videos, streams, and community posts are being sent your way. You can also click the join button down below if you're interested in supporting our channel and sponsoring by joining one of the 2 tiers we have set up and getting some extra perks for helping to further our adventures here in the world of Pokemon through YouTube. Alright, that is going to be it. I'm going to get rolling for this episode, but see you next time as we continue checking out Shalour City and get ready to take on the 3rd gym of the Kalos region. Alright, Professor Chaz is signing off. Thank you folks once again for watching, and I will catch you next time.